Jayla has a lot going on this season, especially as a woman that balancing her career and a new love life. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Jayla's character arc this season. And for you, what were the things that you enjoyed pulling out of Jayla and showcasing?
I would say we have an incredible guest star, Afion Crockett, who I don't know how many episodes you were able to watch or see, but he comes in and just kind of like shakes the table a little bit. So it was just fun to play
Yes, he was.
into, yeah, just play into our chemistry. And our chemistry was like off the charts. And so it was just super fun and funny. And I love working with comedians. In my previous show, I was working with Damon Wayans. And so I just love working with like seasoned comedians who are just like off the charts like that. So it was fun. It was a good time.
I did see quite a few episodes, so I saw
Okay.
the challenges that his characters
Yeah.
into play for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, RonReaco, I want to talk to you a little bit. So for Gary this season, we see him moving into a different space of success, things coming up for him, and the challenges that that brings for him in his life. So share with me what that was like for him moving from a space of kind of unsure an idea that he had been thinking of and working on to now seeing the development of that and having to balance that with his newly, well, his reconnect marriage that he's still working through.
Yeah, it was a surprise. You know, I knew I think they touched on him wanting to kind of pursue writing in first season and then a little bit in second season. So to see this coming season, him really jump in that arena, and they teased it, I think, at the last episode of second season. So to see him get in there and it was great to kind of explore as an actor, to explore kind of this new space within a character. So it was kind of, you know, as RonReaco the actor was discovering it, so was Gary the writer. And so it was great. It was something I'd never done before. I don't think I'd ever tackled a character kind of taking on a new career or you know, kind of a new career path. So it was great. It was a lot to play. Mark and I had a great time. There's one of my, I can't wait to see. There's a particular episode I can't wait to see. You know the one I'm talking about, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it was great because as it was new for you know, me as an actor, it was also new for Gary, and so it was just kind of this really dope parallel where, you know, I could be excited you know, for Gary you know, as an actor. So it was great. I love that the writers did it. It was dope.
So we also, Mark, we see a budding friendship between, well, an extension relationship between Gary and David sort of evolve over the season, especially under certain circumstances that were presented. So can we talk a little bit about the male bonding and the male side of friendship that we also get to explore in a series that, you know, mostly highlights the women?
Yeah, well, I think that again harkens back to Tracy, our creator and executive producer, keeping this show grounded while also being fun, because otherwise it won't be relatable to audiences. And people know, you know, in a friendship of women, there's almost always guys attached to that, whether it's the relationships they have with those guys or the guys forming their own relationships with one another. And for me, as a human, it's been something I'm forever grateful for, to have worked with Rico, and to see our friendship develop off screen. But I think people should be excited about the growth they're forced to go through, and that they lean on. They lean on growing together. And I think for David, you know, especially being a politician and a senator, you know, you're always at the forefront and feel like you have to be a leader in so many circumstances, that here it's nice to see him trust leaning on someone else. And Gary is that person. And, you know, it's deep, but it's also funny and crazy too,
Yeah.
which is what this show stands on.
I want to go back to you for a second. You are directing an episode or more episodes?
Yeah, just one.
So just one. So can we talk about that and what that experience was like for you, stepping behind the scenes and directing, as well as directing yourself to a degree in that, and what that was like for you also this season?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a dream come true. I think anybody that knows me know I've been biting at the bit to direct for years, and I really want to thank Tracy Oliver and the powers that be at BET for helping me out and really supporting me. You know, it was great. I think my first day I had to jump in a scene, and it was crazy.
I remember.
But what I really liked was it's like I remember breaking down the scene and thinking, you know how I would do it. And then I remember telling myself, well, you know what, you can actually do it that way because you're the director. And so no, it was a tremendous amount of freedom in that regard, but also a lot of responsibility. And I was really grateful as a cast, the crew. I'm telling you, the love and the support that I would have never been able to do it without everybody from, you know, our cast, our guest cast, and everybody. But it was great. It was I can't wait to do it again.
I had to prank him though. I had to prank him.
Oh yeah. She came in, I think, because I had to actually jump in and
wait, I don't know if I heard about that.
Yeah, I pranked him.
She did. I came in and I was kind of, you know, typically directors come in and they just kind of give you broad strokes of kind of how they see the scene playing out. And Michelle, I'll let you.
I was just like, I don't see it that way, and I don't want to do that.
Oh no, you didn't. No,
she
you
did that hard.
didn't.
And I was like, I think this is a joke, but I wasn't quite sure. And I was like, all right, well, listen, I've been wanting.
You were like, okay, well, what do you?
Exactly. That's part of the gig. That's part of the gig.
Messed up.
And it was like midnight too. It was like midnight.
Oh
we
my
had been
God.
working on another episode. He had to come in. Like I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we didn't start till late. I felt so bad for them, but they were rock stars. You and Bill,
you were a rock star, man. It was crazy for me to experience because, like you said, he had to jump into a scene right away, and we were, I mean, we were acting together immediately while he was directing. I was like, wait, is this director RonReaco?
Yeah, it was crazy.
My homeboy Rico, who I'm acting with. But man, I'm telling you, he did a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of him, and I can't wait to see what he directs next.
Thank you.